Hello everyone, welcome back to the Invincible playthrough. We left off exploring an abandoned base of the Alliance. We just went through here, I landed a probe. Time to stand up and keep going. I am thoroughly impressed by this game so far. It said check upper level. Apparently we can go up this? Then up here, figured it out. Had a little bit of frame drop in there, wasn't quite sure what was going on. But we are now up. So I landed a probe right there. I did. Look at that perfect touchdown. 1, 2, B, 3, B, 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 B.
This mission drags on so much.
Wow.
Sometimes I think you're going to take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
Shield bar down, whatever they were keeping out. Can now come in.
Force field's down. I open the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor.
Yeah, when I'm ready.
1 more minute, and our satellite will be over this ship.
Find anything?
Clouds are low.
Yes, found more stuff. What happened here?
Unfortunately,
Struggle?
the ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you.
A black hole, the summary of quarterly research. The empiric research and simulations conducted throughout the past quarter led our team to the following conclusions. Every kind of matter may become a black hole. A black hole may trap light using the force of gravity. We accede to the thesis that the existence of an object such as a black hole is a consequence of a general theory of relativity. A black hole may absorb a star, even the size of the sun. Star's consumption, or in other words, the star's dematerialization is accompanied by the flash of matter coming from inside the black hole. Scope of intensified verification, the object of our intensified research throughout the next years will be a singularity, a small point of huge mass, present inside of every black hole. In our team's opinion, it is a place where every law of physics is broken. What a random piece of paper to have down here. Not exactly wrong either, just a weird piece of paper. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the one I think I originally went in. The probe landing should be out the other side on the back side. The central module was that way. No, it was this way. The weird music going on there.
I'm entering the next module. I guess it's a biolab.
Anything to look at? Some of their dead fish.
They had the opportunity to study organisms preserved in the ocean. Wow. They found the same species of fish.
Did they confirm the similarity to those on Earth?
Yes. Lots of similarities. Apart from one. I've never seen anything like this. They discovered a new organ. Even managed to run some tests already. According to their conclusions,
Yes?
it detects electromagnetic waves. That's why those fish were swimming away from our probe.
In other words, they've come across probes or something similar before. Something that threatened them.
Good guesser.
To develop an
In
organ
order
specifically
to develop
for it.
such an organ, they must have had a strong external stimulus. They detect the waves to survive. It started rotting.
It?
The fish.
In a bacteria-free environment. How so?
All living organisms serve as breeding grounds for bacteria. And there were both fish and humans in here.
It's true.
No longer alive.
So I just took a fish. Can I use it as a tool to freak out when I get near something I shouldn't be near? Or not an option? There's that robot.
First images from this area. If it's been flying long enough, it may store important information.
Okay, here's them arriving, setting up. Car coming in, car leaving.
Unfortunately, apart from my arrival, the probe didn't record much.
So it's been flying only recently.
I think so.
That's fucking weird. Can I get in there? No. What stopped you?
The silhouette I saw.
Yes?
It's just a robot.
Okay. It's a bigger truck. Can I take this thing? It's dug in. I think I'm done here, but I don't 100% know. Can't go through that door. Can't climb up ladders. Already took this thing apart. So is this my vehicle or a different vehicle? This is mine. And why does OBS look laggy? We're not dropping frames, so I'm just gonna go with the recording is good, hopefully. And
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
yeah, let's go for a drive again. Field base to colony pad. Kind of want to go out to field base 2. Field base 2 is blocked, so we will not go to field base 2. Let's follow the convoy. Follow the people. Take the shield module with us. I have like this weird feeling it's going to be useful. They had another tank back here.
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time.
Poke at this thing? Whoa, turn the camera around. We got out that thing and I wedged myself here. So we're just going to get back in. So I can't move. The Alliance. Why can't I remove that?
I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy.
Send it. Kind of want to chase after the Invincible, to be honest.
Down you go, oh bright sun. Time to let the night in. For my legs are heavy. And field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy. Hands become too weary. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. Hide behind
It's just good.
the dark woods while we're running barefoot.
Little song, break the silence. What the fuck is this? straight up a UFO.
I found a flying saucer. It landed near the excavation site.
Don't risk trying to fly it, Yasna. Nothing guarantees it works.
I didn't even... Contrary to what you believe, sir, I don't have a death wish.
How did it land in a position like that under a ridge? Question mark? What? Well, I found a UFO. She identified as a flying saucer, not a UFO, so presumably they know what it is. Oh, damn.
Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh
Where did they get
hundreds
this?
No, thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. In my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Gives me the chills just knowing it's not far from here.
Well, maybe you won't have to see it at all.
I'm down to see it. Now you've actually got me super curious. Okay, driving a little further, hop out, see what's going on. Got themselves some little pods here. Can we get in some pods?
There's also a couple of smaller cranes here. In comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They have big machines. Bigger than
Oh,
ours.
aggressive. Wait, is this a minigame of Pong for real? What? I haven't played Pong in so long. One of my first daycares I remember where I have a scar on my forehead from swinging from a rope and hitting a rock. Had an Atari. It was quite dated by the time I played it, but we used to play Pong on it. It has been probably since then. Like, I was a very wee child. Dink. We used to play Cowboys and Indians. We'd play with little army men as well. Cops and robbers running around all crazy like. Play soldiers with
Time
sticks.
seems to be slipping through my fingers like sand. So much sand.
You sound tired, Yasna.
Because I am tired, Astrogator.
Can I ever beat this thing, or is this just like a play your score as high as you can, but it's designed to not let me? Time sync? Ooh, I can only go so fast for my mouse. I can't move mine anywhere near as fast as he can move his on the other side. So I need to be more predictive here and stop just chasing it. Ooh, barely caught that one. Bink. Bink. Starting to get real. I'm gonna lose here soon. Why did a heart just pop up? I'm so confused. Oh, it was a dust particle. You stopped your journey to play the Bond game and achieve a high score at
Whilst
LOLs.
traversing this planet, I'm becoming more and more convinced that what I know is not the same as what exists.
What is this? Increasing heart rate, hand sweating, abdominal cramps called butterflies, distinctly increased levels of phenylalanine and dopamine perceived as improper, out of place. All these things regarding by the grace empire of science, biology. I look at you subject to it with every millimeter of my being. I assure, my dear, that everything is in accordance with nature.
Can exist.
I must admit it's an interesting thought. And quite Disturbing. How far to that convoy?
Not far. Even if I make a few stops, it won't take long. The second one is a mobile laboratory. They excavated a lot of different objects, in terms of shape and size. I tried to arrange them somehow, to classify them.
Were they successful?
It looks promising. If they had spent a little more time, they would surely have come up with something.
And yet they gave up all efforts.
They're running from something. One of their weird-ass handprints all over everything as well. There's really nothing else to interact with in here? Okay. Protective equipment, PPE, oxygen tank. Can I take all of those? Throw them in the back of the thing? Since that's my limiting resource on this planet? That and food? No, I can't. Okay then. When I drive closer to this thing, I think I'm supposed to just buzz on through this and keep on going, but...
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal?
Yes.
Yup.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures. The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground.
Things get more interesting. Many millions of years old. So it was said. Can I not go any farther this way? We can. More and more intriguing. Doubt there's gonna be any way up on this thing, but like, it gotta look, right? What a cool piece of technology. The mining equipment on the other side to kind of act as a counterweight. Doesn't have the proper counterweight system to be a really good crane, but also I have no idea how unimaginably heavy this shit is here. I guess a giant saw blade would do a good job being a counterweight, but damn.
I have a feeling we're in the dark. We have to find a way.
Agreed. You should move on.
That's not quite
Why
what
is
I
there a
meant.
flag
But yeah,
here?
I probably should.
Why is there a weird flag here, and can I get to it? Just an eyeball? What? Okay, there's just an eyeball flag. You've intrigued me, game. Intrigued me much so.
When you admire a beautiful view, an hour seems like a minute. But a minute on a hot stove will seem longer than an hour.
Does Regis 3 feel like a hot stove?
Sometimes.
Supposedly an animation right here, but I missed it because I just yeeted myself out of it. So be it. They definitely scanned and found something that shouldn't be. Shouldn't exist. Oh, I love this shit. This is like the shit my dreams are literally fucking made of going to alien worlds and exploring like this and finding things like this. Trying to figure it out though. This is ancient, super ancient robotics that figured they would preserve their underground way of life if they stopped surface life. I don't know. Some ascended being.
The difference between past, present, and future is nothing but a persistent illusion.
That's a quote, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure why it came to mind.
What's going on over here? Can I follow the actual path this thing drove to get here? And they have another huge one over here. Bring more than one of these things in is absurd. Holy shit. The scale must be nuts of the Invincible. So sick. I was not expecting this game to have these kind of open areas like this and stuff. Whatever, let's keeping on.
I should move.
Back that way's the way I came.
There's no time.
There's always time. The fact that they took the time to put these giant treads to show the sheer scale of this thing, so cool. But I'm supposed to just keep going past it. To abandon all of this. Gotta be life or death. Just making sure there's no fork offs, anything like that I could have explored.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
I have a fuel gauge. We're at half fuel.
Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Yes.
Of course. A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
Okay. What do we got going on an observation point? Rock slides, some landmarks. There's clearly all ocean at one point. Based on like that.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
You told me to get out and observe.
I don't. I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yasmin.
Actually, I don't think it will make much difference. I'm heading straight to the convoy.
Huh. You have me curious what's on the side path. But also, like, is there really a point at this point? Every time I detour, it's for naught. Game hasn't thrown any curveballs at me where I just die yet, so we'll see what happens. They did something here.
I'm nearing the
boy.
destination. From now on, I'll be on foot.
Good. It's better to approach with caution.
Actually, I don't have a choice. The road is blocked. Seems like a sidewall collapse.
How typical of the Alliance. To destroy everything that's in the way.
It's weird. It's like a gill or something, or like a giant piece of coral carve out of some kind. That's strange. We don't drive anymore? No, it's literally as far as this thing goes. I was going to take it to the door. I grabbed my AI core. It's really, really, really important to me. That means a lot. Radiation levels are insanely high.
The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful. Of radiation. Of other people. Just watch yourself.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to 0. One of their vehicles got stuck in the rubble.
Oh? So you've already reached the convoy?
It's only this vehicle so far. I'm looking for the rest.
Well, it's the worst happens. Just insanely high radiation levels. Oh boy. Okay. CK Valperculu. I cannot even try and pronounce that. Dear, I want to assure you that our expedition proceeds according to plan. Without any more spectacular observations and discoveries, we predict a possible momentary stop for maintenance service. However, it shouldn't strongly influence the date of my return. Therefore, dear, be at ease, ensure that I come back ready to fulfill my presence in our joint life. However, I'd like you to understand how much of the striking discovery this isotope was for us, how important for my academic career and my name, which I hope will become yours. It's the first particle in human history of space flights with unstable radioactive isotope discoveries beyond the solar system discovered by me. Please understand, think about it. In 26 AIF, the child of celestial bodies, a compound created as a result of two objects crashing into each other, where hidden all mysteries of stars conjoin. What? Any day now, if I only spend a few nights on it, I will be able to determine its mass. Right now, I know that one of them was a red giant star in my hands. There are answers to the questions which stirred the most brilliant minds for hundreds of years, and made their owners strain with their eyes to look through lunettes right at the CK Valplay knew in the little fox. I still don't know what this word is. Valpalculade? Valpalculu? Spoilers for me to try. In the sentence that I am more interested in the stars, conjunctions that continuously... connectiously? Connections? It's connections. What a terrible reader I am. Borderline dyslexic here, trying to read on YouTube. All fun and games, right everyone? Connections to people and the expression of my opinion about the consequences of stars collisions being superior to anything the two proteins made entities can create. I only want to reply absolute administration for cosmic harmony and the mathematical beauty of astrophysics, nothing more. Forgive me, your returning B. So nothing to do with what's here, just another random quote page, probably for some important book in history that my high school diploma did not teach me about. Go up here. Yes, we can. No. Had to do it all myself. Up and over. Yep. And we're gonna go in a little hole. It's totally normal.
And there's another mobile antimatter cannon.
2 of
Another
them.
one. How many of those did they... Is it active?
They have 5.
Fortunately.
I admire your composure.
Well, I've had my fair share of anxiety lately. No wonder my brain's in defense mode now. Dissociation is something we all do. Hang on, someone's here.
What?
Oh no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone.
After seeing their base, I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what
What
were
were
they
they
looking for?
fighting?
Was it that killed them? Just what the hell? Oh, another hole. Great. I'm not sure if it's safe to go in there. Last time it turned out to be quite hazardous.
True. Maybe take a look around first.
Quarter cover.
Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder.
Hold it. Come on, pull it. I mean, the 2 of them shot at each other. Question is, why did they lose their shit?
What do we have here? They were
Crew.
preparing for departure.
Convoy.
He's heading somewhere. They're getting close to where I am now. I was there! It's the location with the giant cranes. Right before they lifted that strange artifact above ground level. They're here. Sending a probe. It's hard for them to reach the site. That's why they're trying to get there from above. Oh. They're tunneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How subtle. Can you locate the breach?
I mean, if you got it, you got it, right?
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course.
Don't jump to conclusions, Doctor. Not before you finish. We need to know what to expect there first.
Shame. The transport's leaving. Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby. Something's going on. One man's trying to draw the attention of the others to... I have no idea what's beyond the frame. The photo is such poor quality. One of them is staring with concern at an instrument. Some sort of meter. Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from whatever's in there.
But are we still considering whether you should go inside? I admit it's all very intriguing, but also too risky. What I'm trying to say is, I fear for your safety, Asta.
Rightly so. I'd be scared out of my mind if not for our link. You help me keep it together, sir.
It's crazy.
One of the antimats has fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
There's nothing else. Only... total panic. Everyone's trying to escape. Astrogator. The Antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
There's also a second Antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
The second Antimat. That's what destroyed it. People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do. It's firing directly at the crew.
Whoosh, brutal.
Shooting them. one by one.
Run!
It's horrifying what an antimatter beam does to the human body.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Yasna. Regis 3 doesn't spare you.
Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery.
Oof.
Hiding from it made no difference. One man has raised his hands in surrender.
Oh, shit.
If only a machine could take pity on him.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
It killed him. The machine just killed him.
Oof.
Oh, fuck.
Yasna?
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell, so it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away.
You're not wrong.
If that's all...
What about that tunnel?
Right.
So? I'll go check it out.
I know you will, Yasna. Proceed.
I know you will. This isn't on the map. Oh, no, it is. What did you find down this tunnel? You dug straight to it.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Something still active. Take your time, Yasna.
I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up. I'll get back to you once I reach the end. It's in Arctan. Coming at me. Huh. Carrying something. I got out. Well, inside a cave.
Yasna, can you hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel too... My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
No. No. I'm better now.
All right, then. Can you tell me what's in there?
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path. This place is full of metal bushes.
Same as the ones before.
Well, the lower parts of the bushes are, how to put it, fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
I'm pretty sure the box is filled with research material. Those fruits.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip. I'll come closer first.
Can I just turn it off? Search the area. Everything's normal.
I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. Roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
Little bushes growing out of metal soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, all the bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor.
Found dead guy.
Can you please check them, Yasna?
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal...
Then I'll use a detector. Right.
Just a dead guy.
I'm checking. Give me a sec.
Perfect.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Interesting. Sounds similar...
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Well, perhaps it's... looks like 2 generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes grew in the remains of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive? And the old one used to be alive?
We can't rule it out.
And you
It's
say
true.
that as a biologist? I haven't heard you mention cells, membranes, organs, or green bodies. Which leads me to one conclusion. That thing is not alive, Doctor.
Well, we used to calling all life proteinaceous, especially ourselves. But that's on Earth. The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
Yasna, are you abandoning your profession? All you have learned, discovered, researched so far?
I'm just opening up to the unknown.
Fuck yeah.
Shit!
What is distinguishable from life? Oh, I black out again. Hope I'm teleporting around. The robot knocks me over, that's hilarious. And the robot's leaving. Did I fix it? I would follow it if I could move.
The robot disappeared.
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
No, you must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Good. Please follow it.
Okay. But like they already quoted the whole distinguishable from life thing. Like we wouldn't be able to tell, and this isn't life to us, but is it?
Oh, fuck. Fuck, it's getting up.
What? The robot?
No, the antimat.
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna. But
No. It will kill me.
Yasna? Are you alive?
Yes. It destroyed the robot.
What's it doing now?
Oh no. It's over. The probe won't come this time.
Yasna, stay calm.
It won't come.
No, don't die on me now. I'm begging you. Don't give up. You can't. You can't. Failed you. Sorry. So fucking sorry. It's all my fault, Jim. All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept this mission. I brought us here. This goddamn planet.
How did I survive? Wait. You said you had a choice.
Yasna, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough.
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all. Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed this could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine...
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Marit? She can no longer forgive you.
Drilled in there.
Same goes
I
for
mean,
the
he
others.
knows.
I'm fully aware. All of it weighs heavily on my mind. Believe me, Doctor. So, what do we do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever. I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people and what we can do to aid them.
So a targeted robot, shot robot, targeted me but didn't shoot me. Why? I guess it's Directive's
For now,
alumni
we can
crew,
forget
not
about the
me.
research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first anti-map told us a lot. The second one is destroying. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
Find the rover. The rover.
Actually, it's right in front of me.
Locate a data recorder. Log another dead person. Roger Dodger. Dead folk. Getting accustomed to seeing them. Scout rover. AR-12.
Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway? So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka. Hello, Antka. Tatsluk here. I can hear you. Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site. Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates. Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you. Tatsluk here. Over. We have a sort of discovery.
Oh? I'm listening.
25th day. Base, this is Boza. Doctor, these tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic field.
Okay. And then?
A handful of small crystals gathered together. When in a larger group, they activated and, this is our biggest revelation so far, they started floating in the air.
Did I hear that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely.
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
Like a swarm of mechanical flies. Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals, or rather flies. Which one is it? Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain terrestrial insects. Is Markovnik there? Navigator's unavailable right now. Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole city.
Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in.
Flying giant creature.
Don't
With
take
that shadows.
Just get out of there. Immediately, that's an order.
Last saved recording.
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Please continue.
I have nothing more. I was counting on your assessment now.
What can I say? We know that prolonged exposure to electromagnetic fields may have negative effects on human health. We're talking weeks, maybe months.
Those values were extreme. Please take that into account.
In such cases, we should talk about severe brain dysfunctions.
How severe?
The vital organs stop working.
So, death with no apparent cause of death.
Oh, goodness. That's right.
Yeah.
Explain what happened to our dear Merritt. And to the convoy's crew. Or some of them, at least.
Damn. It could
Some's
also
pissed.
explain Koval and Krauter's stupor.
How?
Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss.
Loss.
In extreme cases, complete erasure of memories. Irreversible. The human organism continues to function normally. But the human being, such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn
It's
the
fucked
world
up.
anew?
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats, all that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies.
That's
I've
nuts.
located one of the transporters, sir. Please don't celebrate yet, though. Something strange has happened to it.
Get to the point, please. What's
It's
wrong?
being grown
The
on.
outer shell is damaged. There are holes everywhere.
Like from bullets.
No, it looks like it's been corroded by strong acid.
Self-replicating
Bushes
nanobots.
already protrude from the holes.
I don't get it. Those bushes again. And here I thought it was all coming together.
We figured out that bushes can consume metal to build their own tissue. Maybe that's what's happened here.
Bushes ate the metal shell. Where did they come from in the first place?
I admit, it's quite puzzling.
Is it really? I got a key. I got to pull a lever.
The door to the cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully.
It's a fun robot in there.
freezing. The whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet.
Well, the fire gonna work? Look at that.
Now,
What do we want to see?
I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theories, sir?
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
Like,
You go ahead, sir. As I see it, no idea is too absurd right now.
I haven't quite thought it through. Not yet. Maybe after I listen to your assessment.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship. I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects, and the bushes like plants.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to
fertilization.
do I correctly conclude that you are confident that this can be a life form?
I mean, it sure does seem like one.
Given the age of the oldest forms and the evidence of continued activity, differentiation, a particular drive towards miniaturization, improvement, and lethal effectiveness, I dare say that we are dealing with an evolution here. Far longer than that of human. Also very different. And dead.
Necroevolution. Mortuus evolutionis. I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the flies. When they need to multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal substrate, form bushes, absorb raw material, and they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source, and so on and so forth.
And I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
But is it wrong? Why not log that bot? I mean, it sounds cool. Self-replicating nanorobotics that transform to fit an ideal shape and form for the task at hand. Sounds correct. Be what robots do. So let's talk about ludicrous weaponry here.
The second transporter is under a force field. It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational. Probably also in better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks
Yeah.
better.
The cargo may be intact then.
We'll find out. I'm eating popcorn. Sorry if you can hear it.
I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it. The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
Pretty
I
crazy.
don't know how large it was. They didn't capitulate. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet. There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on energobots.
Emitters only. Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
Ah,
Useful.
got it.
Excuse me. I jam popcorn in my face and cough in my mic. Okay, so I'm gonna find a way to said cave. Looks like back here there is a way. So the what's that? It's so huge would probably be a giant swarm. But then stop from electromagnetic pulse to sense living organisms or biologicals and killed my teammates. Piecing things together. And we probably didn't have enough metal in any of our areas to warrant the mass of that swarm of that size to settle down. Which means they're not desperate for metal yet. If they're still operating under a if not this much metal, don't settle.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
So they still think there's better options out there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all day long. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze while I sing this song. But on that note, we're out of time for this episode. And I'm gonna cram some popcorn in my pie hole. Not even sure prepared a pie, but it's pie hole. Cake hole, mouth hole, this thing right here. And I'm gonna eat some of that off stream. Then I'll probably pick up another recording here. Because we're gonna continue this. Because I am really thoroughly enjoying this. So I will see you all in the next one. Digfig out! Bye everyone.